I just got my fifth wheel put back in. My trailer's been sitting down at the back side of the property for a good while, and the rats had chewed all the wires, so nothing in it worked. It's back there. Nothing in it worked. I think one brake light worked. Trailer brakes were gone. Everything was gone. So I drug it up here, smashed that out whenever I was working on it. I think the light still works though, but I had some sliding doors right here. That's where the rats made their little nest, right in here. Climbed up the post, I guess. I think this thing was about halfway full of rat nest that I had to dig out. It's pretty disgusting. A solid pound of maybe 2 of rat shit in there. It was great. Probably got Legionella or something. The plague. That's not it. The wiring, I should have recorded that because that went well. I'd have probably got, if I made any money off YouTube, but I got demonetized off of that pretty quick. It was not pretty. But it works. Sorry if it's so choppy. I got my metas on. It's the first time I've tried recording with them. I don't know how long the video lasts or anything like that, or if this is even working and I'm just talking to myself. Who knows? It's not a problem, really. So we need to put the doors back on this to keep this from getting full of crap while we're driving down the road, because the tires sling mud up on there. You see, it's kind of dirty right there. That shouldn't take but a few minutes, but everything else works except for that light that I left on. That doesn't work, but I'm not worried about that. That's some nice remnants of the doing the trailer. My son was down here helping me. It's not called slave labor if it's yours. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. All of this is just broke or chewed up wire. Some of this wire just, it would crack, like it would snap. It was hard, like it got, I guess, water in it, and just none of these are doing it. If I find a piece, I'll show you. But it was weird. It would just snap off. It's like totally brittle. This thing's only, I built this thing probably 2 years ago. So I don't know why it would do that. So I built this trailer maybe 2 years ago. Bought the old camper, and I used the frame off of it. All the tires were seized up. I drug it up here. It only ran on 2 wheels. The other one was seized up, so I took them off just so I could drive it. Had to rebuild both the axles. Not too bad. I think I paid $150 for the trailer. I mean, just in the metal, it was probably worth that. So I feel like I got a decent deal. Turned out pretty good. Welded some metal on the back and made those. Engineering error on those ramps. Only did one the first time. They were way too short and the angle was way too high. I had to redo those, so I made a whole nother set. Made most of this out of scrap metal that I had just here. All this is just scrap metal that I got out of a junkyard. Everything but the angle iron that went around the edges that I built all the supports for to make it flat. Those still work. Those used to work until now, after the rats chewed it up. Those actually still work for the slide outs. It's crazy. But I got it all wired up and everything. I built the deck, laid it down. My dad came and helped me do that. And then this was all the switches where everything ran. So this was for the lights for up here. Then I had a toggle switch to let the trailer up and down. And it worked until the rats chewed it up, and I never got it to work again. So whatever. I have a new way to do it now. Let's hook this up. I already backed the truck up and let the tailgate up. Always, never leave the tailgate up when you're backing up, or you'll wind up with a big dent in the tailgate. Haven't done it yet. Alright. I still got to put a little oil on that, and I'm missing one of the pins, or two of the pins down there. I need to get another one of these because I lost one somehow. Alright. See if I can find something. I mean, you know, you can always just stick a nail in there and turn it sideways. It'll be fine. Sorry, I do not have the flu. Organization is always key. In your shop, you should always have everything where it should be. Never. You want to just leave shit laying out everywhere. It makes stuff so much harder to find. Look, see, that was right where I wanted it to be. Oh, yeah. Just right. I do have a bin for this stuff over here somewhere. I'm sure there's probably one in there somewhere too. It might even fit closer. Whatever. If it works, it works, right? It's a new toy. We'll talk about that later. It's got about 10 hours on it. That's fine. All right, well, let's get these. Here's the doors. We got to put back on. It's another design flaw. They're too sharp. I made the bottom rail out of wood, ground it out. It's catching right there and just bending it. So I'm going to just round those off with a grinder. I think it should work fine. I'm going to shove those back in there and it's going to look wonderful. All that. I told the kids to pick that up 2 weeks ago. All that. I told the kids to pick that up 2 weeks ago. They didn't. This is probably going to be a jumbled mess. I'm just warning you. I'm going to have to get online and figure out how to do all this crap on YouTube. Never spliced video or anything like that before. I don't know why it keeps shutting off every minute of recording. I guess that's just the way it does, and that's how it's held. Tell you what, don't let me forget to put those back in the trailer, because I need those to haul the new implement that we're going to get, which is what we're doing. So I need those. Don't let me forget. All right, we got the pins put back in. I'm going to grease this a little bit. I stuck my hand on it. It's probably going to be hard to do. Just put some grease on. Haven't been greased in a while. I do have some grease in the bottom of the slide plate already, but whatever. Can't ever have too little grease, right? Lube is a good thing. Always want to be nice and lubed. You don't want any friction like that, right? I'm sure that hurt. Alright, we got the plate all lubed up. It's all done. I'll show you. Nice and done. This is up and ready for it to be locked down. So I don't know if you know how a fifth wheel works. Whenever the little knob there slides into that, if you have it down, I gotta let this down some because it's too high. Hits a little lever in there, flips this down and locks it into place, and that's what keeps this from coming off. You always know it's locked because this slides in. When you get ready to take it out, you just pull this out, it unlocks. You can back out always, let your tailgate down, or you'll have it down on the other side. Alright, I'll show you what these look like once I get them back in. Here's the slide that I was talking about. So I built this out of wood. I wish I'd have done it out of metal. I just didn't have any. And like I said, I built this trailer out of scrap. So